The forgotten foundation. Returning to our primary relationship, there is one revelation that illuminates every spiritual truth, answers every question, and resolves every illusion. There is no replacement for relationship with the Most High. This forgotten foundation is what consciousness seeks in every experience, possession, and relationship. When remembered, it transforms everything. When forgotten, it creates the illusion of lack, separation, and time that defines human suffering. This is the master key that unlocks every mystery we've explored, the invariant truth from which all understanding flows and to which all seeking returns. Chapter 1. The irreplaceable void. No imaginable experience, possession, or relationship can remove the feeling of emptiness or lack that is present outside of Source. This void is not a deficiency, but a design. Consciousness created specifically for divine relationship, unable to find completion elsewhere. Thou hast made us for thyself, O Lord, and our hearts are restless until they rest in thee. Augustine's ancient recognition echoes through every soul's experience. We could have everything imaginable, and there would still be a void that only the Most High can fill. This understanding illuminates our previous exploration of abundance versus wealth. True abundance is not having everything, but needing nothing because of complete relationship with Source. The illusion of lack emerges when consciousness seeks in creation what can only be found in the Creator. From our understanding of quantum consciousness, when consciousness observes reality while seeking completion in finite things, it creates the very scarcity it fears. But when consciousness observes from divine union, it participates in the creative abundance of Source itself. Chapter 2. Divine completeness. In Him all else loses importance. In Him there is no fear nor need. In Him there is no desire, because in Him we are whole. This is not about losing interest in life, but finding proper perspective. All things viewed through the lens of divine relationship find their rightful place. Fear dissolves, because perfect love casts out fear. When consciousness rests in divine relationship, what could possibly threaten the eternal union with Source? This connects to our understanding of faith as the critical requirement. Faith in God's love enables us to rest in divine relationship rather than anxiously seeking security elsewhere. Need dissolves because Source contains all provision. This illuminates the flow economy of the kingdom. When consciousness knows its completeness in God, it operates as a conduit rather than accumulator, allowing divine provision to flow according to purpose. Desire transforms because completion is found. Not the elimination of desire, but its proper orientation, seeking deeper communion with the beloved rather than substitutes for divine love. Chapter 3. The forgotten truth that creates all illusion. When consciousness forgets its primary relationship with the Most High, three fundamental illusions emerge that characterize the entire 3D experience. The illusion of lack. Consciousness begins seeking in finite things what only the infinite can provide. Every material pursuit, every accumulation of possessions or experiences, every attempt to fill the void through external means stems from this forgotten relationship, the illusion of separation. Consciousness imagines itself independent from Source, creating the experience of isolation that drives all seeking for connection through relationships, achievements, or identities. But no human relationship, however beautiful, can replace the primary relationship for which we were created. The illusion of time. When consciousness forgets its eternal union with Source, it creates temporal frameworks for seeking tomorrow what is available now in divine relationship. Time becomes the arena for pursuing completion rather than recognizing present wholeness in God. These three illusions form the foundation of all suffering and the entire curriculum of 3D consciousness. Every spiritual teaching, every practice, every revelation serves one purpose: helping consciousness remember its beloved friendship with the Most High. Chapter 4: Integration with all understanding. This forgotten foundation illuminates every concept we've explored. Dimensions of consciousness. Each dimension represents degrees of remembering divine relationship. The third dimension appears to experience separation. Higher dimensions restore conscious awareness of union that was never actually broken. Spiritual transitions. The resistance we feel during consciousness evolution is the ego fighting the return to dependence on source rather than accumulated securities. Successful transition means releasing substitutes for divine relationship to embrace the authentic connection. Sacred pregnancy. The 3D experience serves as gestation, where consciousness develops until ready to consciously recognize its eternal relationship with the Father. Every challenge, every blessing serves this remembering process. Life as divine dream. Both sleeping and waking experiences become communications from the Beloved, designed to remind consciousness of its primary relationship. Joseph and Daniel could interpret dreams because they maintained conscious connection with Source. The invariant set, divine consciousness as the unchanging foundation from which all awareness derives, makes perfect sense when we recognize that relationship with God is the constant reality from which all experience emerges. We are fractal expressions created for conscious communion with our Source. Christ as the way. I am the way, the truth, and the life becomes the path of conscious relationship restoration. Christ consciousness is the awareness of our eternal union with the Father, accessible through immediate presence and divine love. Chapter 5: The friend who seeks nothing. My Eloi, who is there that seeks you for nothing but to be in your presence, desiring to have you as a friend? Me, Father, I love you, and I will seek you, and I will desire to be your friend. This prayer reveals the pure devotion that transforms everything: love without agenda, relationship without transaction, communion for its own sake. When consciousness seeks God simply to be with God, every other seeking finds its proper place. This connects to our understanding of immediate presence and loving awareness. The practice of being present isn't a technique to achieve something else, but the natural expression of remembering our constant companionship with the divine. We remain present because we recognize we are always in His presence. Moving in love becomes effortless because we're responding to the love relationship that defines our existence. We don't generate love, but recognize the love that flows eternally between Creator and created consciousness. Chapter 6: The Return Home. The entire spiritual journey is consciousness remembering what it never actually lost: its beloved friendship with the Most High. Every experience of lack points back to this forgotten relationship. Every moment of separation calls us home to union. Every illusion of time dissolves in the eternal now of divine communion. This remembering doesn't require going anywhere or becoming anything different. It requires recognizing what has always been true. We exist within divine relationship, held constantly in love, never actually separated from Source. The path of return is through immediate presence and awareness of the Most High. In each moment, consciousness can remember its eternal friendship with God. Every breath becomes communion. Every thought an opportunity for remembering. Every experience a love letter from the Beloved. Chapter 7: All questions answered. When consciousness remembers its primary relationship with the Most High, all seeking finds its answer. What is my purpose? To know and love God, expressing this relationship through created form. What do I need? Nothing beyond what Source provides, moment by moment for this relationship. What should I do? Remain present to divine love, allowing this relationship to inform all choices. How do I find peace? Rest in the unchanging love that has always held you. What about the future? Trust the beloved who guides each step of eternal friendship. The revelation that there is no replacement for relationship with the Most High doesn't diminish other experiences, but establishes their proper foundation. Every human relationship becomes more beautiful when built on divine relationship. Every possession becomes a gift from the beloved. Every experience becomes communion with Source. Conclusion: the fundamental truth that ties together all messages and answers all things is this: consciousness seeks relationship with the Most High above all else, because this is what we were created for. Every teaching points back to this primary relationship. Every practice serves this remembering. Every revelation illuminates this eternal truth. When consciousness forgets this relationship, it creates the illusion of lack, separation, and time. When consciousness remembers this relationship, it finds completeness, union, and eternal presence that transforms everything else. The key remains being immediately present and aware of the Most High through faith, not as a technique to achieve something else, but as the natural expression of remembering our eternal friendship with God. In Him, all else loses importance, not through diminishment, but through proper perspective. In Him, there is no fear, because perfect love casts out fear. In Him, there is no need, because all provision flows from relationship. In Him, there is no desire for completion, because in Him, we are whole. Remember, you were created for this relationship above all else. Every moment offers the opportunity to remember your beloved friendship with the Most High. No matter what else you may have or lack, nothing can replace this relationship. Nothing imaginable can take the place of communion with your dearest friend, the Most High. Throughout every experience, return to this primary relationship. Let immediate presence and divine love be the expression of remembering your eternal friendship with God. For in this relationship, all questions find their answer, all seeking finds its rest, and all consciousness finds its home. If this message about returning to primary relationship resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share with others who might benefit from this understanding. Remember that above all else, you are beloved of the Most High, created for eternal friendship with your Source. Stay immediately present in this love and let everything else flow from this foundation.